Namaste, my beautiful Taurus. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. This reading is for November 17th to 23rd. Now, this week is really about rebuilding from the heart as far as Taurus is concerned. Financial and emotional stability will be key themes for our Taurus collective for this week. Rather than chasing more, focus on nurturing what already supports you. Okay, my darling Taurus, that is the message for you for this week. And a deeper sense of gratitude, heart centered gratitude, will bring a great deal of unexpected abundance into your life this week. So just remember that. Your mantra, my darling Taurus, is I am grounded in grace and guided by gratitude. I am grounded in grace and guided in gratitude. Okay? So you can write that down if you want. Very powerful mantra for you for this week. Now, my darling Taurus collective, we're still doing the sacred dance backwards with Mercury, as it continues to retrograde. And it's really asking all of us to slow down, to realign, and to revisit what truly matters in each of our lives. And then we've got Jupiter and Saturn this week really guiding us towards greater wisdom and reminding us that reflection creates transformation. So take time to reflect and to see what is working, what isn't working in your life, and how you are going to realign, revise, revisit, and recalibrate those things so that it works better for you in your life, okay? So just remember that this week for you, my darling Taurus, is all about financial and emotional stability. That's the theme for our Taurus collective. So I'm going to just flip my screen so you can see my table, and then I will shuffle my cards. All right, just bear with me, my darling Taurus. Just put this aside. Okay. So I've got a few different decks here. And the first one that I am shuffling is my chakra oracle deck, because our energy centers are very, very important, and this kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of where we may be misaligned or imbalanced. Okay, so I really do feel this is the card that's coming out for you. I really felt the second one as well, but I'm going to go with that. I then have my Soul Truth Oracle. I love these oracles because they kind of tell us questions that come directly from our soul. So just tune in, my darling Taurus collective, and ask what your soul needs to know most right now. Nope. Oh. Okay. So that's for my Taurus. The third deck that I have is our Healing Energy Oracle. Oh, that definitely, there were two cards. Oh no, there's three. So I'm going to put them back just because there were three of them that came out. There it is. Then I have my Angel Tarot deck. Okay, that just flipped right out, my darling Taurus. So that is definitely for you. The last deck is the Angels, and that just flipped out for you as well. Wow. Wow, 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 Taurus. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling the vibration here. Okay, so I'm going to flip my screen back, and so that I can give you these messages. There we go. Okay. Wow, I can really, really feel this theme that is coming out for you. Literally, I have chills right now, Taurus, collective, because emotion and finances are the theme for our Taurus for this week. So I think it's a combination of what I'm seeing here, but let me tap into spirit and see what we have. So my darling Taurus collective, the very first card that you got is choice. Choice. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you see this girl, this young girl, on a black horse riding forward. Now, this is a message. First and foremost, the chakra that needs to be worked on for my Taurus collective is the navel sacral chakra. The navel sacral is right around your belly button area, and it represents physical desires, appetites, addictions, authenticity, creativity. Okay, excuse my phone. It's kind of been going off, but I have to keep it by me. So this is what this time is all about. Your free will choices, about courage. It's about willpower and change. So my darling Taurus collective, there may be some things within what I spoke about, and in that refers to the navel sacral energy center. So physical desires, appetites, addictions, authenticity, and creativity. That there may be some changes that need to be made. And what Spirit says to you, my darling Taurus collective, is that you have free will and you can easily make the changes that you need to make in your life. And I believe that you probably already know what that is, okay? You may be feeling like you have no control over a certain situation or circumstance. And, you know, I really do feel like the navel sacral needs alignment at this time. And some of the things that you can do is, have a hot Epsom salt bath, ground in nature, do breath work, do a lot of breath work, meditate, and ask for divine guidance in, first and foremost, letting go of whatever is not serving you. So that could be fear about something that's transpiring in your life. It could be related to family, could be related to finances, it could be related to both. And then, not covering it up with something else. So if there's any sort of things that you may do as a crutch, whether that's smoking, whether that's drinking, overindulging in something, being fearful and maybe going into a shell and not being as open as you normally are, those are some of the things that can happen when the navel sacral is not in alignment. But Spirit is saying that you have free will. You have free will. Let go of the fear that is holding you back and keeping you in this situation, because it's whatever it is, it's holding you there and it's not allowing you to step forward. Okay, my darling Taurus collective. Beautiful, beautiful card. And it is the navel sacral chakra that you need to work on at this time. And remember, this is all about free will. It's about courage. It's about willpower. And it is about change that needs to take place at this time. The next card that you got, my darling Taurus collective, from the soul truth cards, is how can I deepen my trust right now? How can I deepen my trust right now? So obviously The fear of something that you are going through is causing the imbalance. And the question that you may be asking yourself, or that you need to ask yourself for this week of November 17th to 23rd, is how can I deepen my trust right now? Okay. So trust and surrender is the guidance from your soul, okay? Let go of the wheel, my darling Taurus. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. So somewhere you have lost trust in yourself. And if you don't have that strength, that trust within yourself, it's very difficult to trust others. Trust creates safety, and that is what you need. That is why you're cocooning yourself, my darling Taurus collective. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. What a beautiful, beautiful message from your soul for the collective of Taurus. And your soul action for the week is let go and trust. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. So this is your mantra, your action, your soul action for the week ahead. Let go and trust. Find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. And again, some of the things that I discussed before about the meditation, the Epsom salt, light a candle of release, what you want to let go of, what you want to manifest, do some gratitude, get out in nature, ground, all of that will help you, okay, my darling Taurus collective. From your energy, from the Energy Healing Oracle, I just had to read it because I couldn't remember what deck it was. Your message is guidance. In time of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God. I release my fate to God, and my faith is rewarded. Wow, 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 wow. Once again, you are being fully guided. That's the first and foremost thing I want to tell you, my darling Taurus collective. Your angels, your guides, and your loved ones in the spirit world are very much around you. So guidance is very much around you at this time. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. And I step forward in trust. I release my fate to God, and my faith is rewarded. Okay? So it's a deep time for our Taurus collective. And this is, I feel something that's really been troubling you. And again, this has to do with relationships or finances. And that's what I'm getting. So you need to trust, you need to surrender, and know that guidance is all around you. And I really do feel the spirit world very, very close to you at this time, my darling Taurus collective. So the Archangel card that you got is Four of Earth. Four of Earth. Beautiful. A very practical card. You know, four represents home, family, roots, and the message for you with this card is you could be being a little bit too frivolous at this time, or too cautious with money. So this is centered around home, family, money, resources, good business decisions. And, you know, if there is something as far as your business or your home or your finances, you know, it's asking you to take some good business decisions. And I do really get from Spirit, my darling Taurus, when we give back, even when we're going through a difficult time, you know, it levels up the karma. So give to those that are less fortunate. Because even though you're maybe going through a difficult time financially or even with a family member, when you give, those blessings, that karma comes back. So don't don't be too frivolous with your resources, but at the same time, don't be completely don't completely not allow yourself to indulge or splurge a little bit, okay? And the very last card that you got, my darling Taurus collective, fantastic and amazing. It's beloved Archangel Ariel with the card of prosperity. Is that something or what? Because the theme really is about relationships and finances for our Taurus. And, Archangel Ariel is a magic manifester. She really loves working with people who do things for Mother Earth in whatever way that may be. But she's reminding you that your material needs are provided for you as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Okay, darling Taurus? So please, whatever pressures are on you right now, remember that as Mercury is doing this cosmic dance, right? It's asking us all to slow down, to realign, to revisit, and to really think about what matters most in our life. Okay? Beautiful. So I do really feel financially you have nothing to worry about, although it may seem like that. So for you, really, it would be amazing if you could take time to really meditate, to do some energy cleansing, especially the navel sacral energy center, physical desires, appetites, addictions. This could even be our own self-limiting beliefs, things that we believe about ourselves, habits, maybe having too many glasses of wine at night or smoking too many cigarettes or, whatever it may be for you. It's time to kind of fill yourself up with things that will bring you more balance in your life. So I think that once you do some energy cleansing, some grounding, you know, lighting a candle, taking time to meditate, that energy center will, the navel sacral will start to balance itself out. And in some cases, it can really help to see an energy healer, or do a sound bath or something that helps you to realign again. There's so many amazing meditations on YouTube that you can get or Audible. So really focus on that this week, okay, my darling Taurus collective. These were the messages for you for November 17th to 23rd. I really do hope they resonated with you. I'd love to hear your comments. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my website. It really helps to balance the energy between you and I, and also allows me to continue to give these readings to you every week. I wish you a most fabulous and amazing week ahead, my darling Taurus collective. All my love. Namaste.